So a lot of people say to me that I have the perfect job, and that's because I get to travel across New Zealand and abroad and meet some amazing people. But I think I have met my match. This is Grant Ovenden, and he is a cigar merchant, which is extremely rare. So I met Grant 2 months ago after going through my own journey of cigar discovery, and thankfully, for my own passion and my own hobby, I found Grant. So Grant, hey, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Ryan.
Well, this is a really cool place. We're actually in Grant's man cave, or the cigar den.
Yep.
And what's really interesting is we're going around talking to people about the built environment. But what we forget to remember is that we always talk about retail, we talk about shopping centres, commercial, manufacturing. Now this is actually a temperature controlled room, a humidor, which we'll talk about shortly. But before we get on to that, Grant, you're a cigar merchant.
I am indeed.
Tell us about that.
One of the last in New Zealand. Yeah, so I'm a private guy that imports cigars. I started out importing as a hobby, and have been doing for 20 plus years now.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And what got you into it? What was the original reason 20 years ago that you decided, hey, I'm into cigars, or maybe you weren't, or
Yeah, well, I was a young guy. My big customers back in those days always celebrated with a cigar.
Yeah.
And I always looked up to that. I never liked smoking as such.
Sure.
But yeah, there was something about the aroma of a cigar, and I started learning.
Wow. Now, one thing that I've learnt about Grant over the last several weeks that I've got to know him is what he does is not too dissimilar to what we do, and that's around that occupancy, human factor, the people aspect of the built environment. Now, Grant has developed this amazing network of passionados, and it's all about bringing people together to talk about life, and sit down and just chew the fat and talk about things. It's something that we're really passionate about, and it's something that's very important in property. But before we'll get on to that, I want to talk about this room, which I know you can only see a small snapshot of this place, but it is incredible. I mean, it's the ultimate man cave, and it's temperature controlled.
Temperature control.
So obviously there's a specific thing you need to do to ensure that your cigars are kept at the right humidity.
Yep.
So tell us about this room.
So I used to work away with an office, and we had to rebuild after the earthquake, after fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife said, well, if you're going to do that, you can build an office at home. And I said, well, if I'm going to build an office at home, I need to be able to smoke in it. So we designed this room, took a bit of work, jib aqualine on the walls, so nothing gets out of this room into the family house. We've got a extraction system, so it's 3 out and 2 large positives that come back in. And yeah, it's purpose designed. Unfortunately, we're already outgrowing it, but that's a good thing. But yeah, it's the ultimate. You've been here. We can sit down, raining, smoke a cigar, and my wife doesn't complain. She can't smell a thing.
Absolutely. And the good thing is that you're right. I can't smell smoke, cigars, anything in here. It smells nice. I've got some candles there for the evening or whatever's going on. But it's true. I mean, you come into this room, it's just like my office, except more exciting. And you've got cigars in here. So that's really interesting. And thanks for that. I mean, it's quite important to understand that in property, there's such a diverse range of different facilities and environments like this. So I really appreciate your time, Grant. Now, we've got important business to do. What are we doing?
Having a cigar.
See you later.